Let's start with the news that will make us all proud. Satnam Singh has made history, becoming the first Indian national to be drafted in the NBA. Satnam was drafted in the second round by the Dallas Mavericks with the 52nd pick overall. He's set to become only the second basketball player of Indian origin after Sim Bhullar to feature in the NBA. Mavericks had invited Satnam for a pre-draft workout on Tuesday. It was the first time that the scouts of the Texas-based team witnessed the skills of the 290-pound Indian center. The 7 feet 1 inches tall hoopster from the IMG Academy in the United States was one of 91 players who were nominated as early entry candidates for the 2015 NBA draft. Satnam hails from a small village named Balloke in Punjab. He began playing at the age of 8, but he took a giant leap when he attended the IMG Academy in Florida. But the highlight of his career came at the age of 16 when Satnam became the youngest player to represent India at the 26th Asian Basketball Championship at Wuhan in China in 2011. Okay, so that's the National Basketball Academy, really NBA, one of the most prestigious when it comes to, of course, the basketball clubs in the world. Satnam Singh is only the second Indian origin person to be in this team. And of course, at the age of 16 itself, Satnam became the youngest player to represent India at the 2026th Asian Basketball Championship at Wuhan in China in 2011. Okay, Yanni Kolako, the NBA president, India, joins us now on the fourth line. So, Satnam is really the first Indian to be drafted in the NBA. What do you have to say to that, especially in terms of what kind of competition has it been for Satnam to make that entry?
Yeah, I think it's a great moment for him and his family. Satnam has obviously worked really hard to get to this position where he's been drafted into the world's biggest basketball league, and it's great for him. He's he's been through the entire grassroots system of India. We worked with him as far back when he was 14 years old in India. He was part of our programs in NBA programs in India, and he was part of Basketball Without Borders in 2000 in Singapore. So it's been great for him, and it's a great opportunity for him to play in the NBA.
Right. But have you actually managed to speak to him post that draft workout? Because has it really sunk into him?
I haven't personally spoken to him, but I know that our team in the US has. And in fact, he's obviously really excited and extremely happy to be getting this opportunity.
Right.
But this is, as he knows, this is just the start of his journey. This is almost step one. He now needs to work hard to make sure that he gets into training camp, makes the team, and obviously makes an impression on the global basketball fraternity in the NBA.
As of now, the way you see Satnam, what do you think has been his greatest asset so far? You said you started, working with him since he was 14. What has been his greatest asset so far?
It's been hard work and having a strong family support to be able to take his opportunity. As I said, at 14 he was part of some of our programs in Punjab. He went to the Ludhiana Basketball Academy then. He joined our Basketball Without Borders program in Singapore in 2010.
Right.
And then he got this great opportunity to go to the IMG Academy in the US, where he went and worked hard to get to the point where he is right now and drafted in the NBA. So it's a journey for him which has taken many years.
Yes.
He's a young man, and it's a journey that has required him to do a lot of sacrifice, and also his family to support him, to follow his dreams and try to make it to the NBA, which he's been drafted to.
Also the fact that India is essentially such a cricketing country. It's a cricket-loving country. We, of course, over the recent few years had these sporting icons come out in other fields as well. You think Satnam joining the NBA will also maybe ensure that basketball too gets popularized across the country?
I think it's obviously a great motivation for young kids in India to see one of their own be drafted to the NBA and hopefully make a long-lasting impact in the league. But for us, I think the great thing, and I can't speak about other sports, but for basketball, We've had so many programs we do on grassroots across, over 25 cities and villages in India. And the amount of talent that we see is phenomenal.
Right.
So this is just, from an India perspective, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We think that, with proper training, proper motivation and, a proper system in place, there's many young kids who are going to continue improving in basketball and, hopefully knocking on the doors of the NBA in a few years to come.
Absolutely, and Mr. Yannick, what is also, of course, worth mentioning it to our viewers is that Satnam comes from such a humble family. His father has also been, and for Mr. Balbir is a wheat farmer. So clearly, the family has also given him that extra push, despite whatever their circumstances be. They wanted their son to go ahead and play basketball in the international arena. How has it been emotionally, really, this journey? Whatever way you've interacted with Satnam, has it been difficult for him to adjust going into a different country, trying to play different leagues? How has it been in terms of the emotional journey for Satnam?
I can't speak for him, obviously, but for as just to reiterate what I said earlier, it's just looking from the outside and seeing him go through this journey. It's got to require a lot of commitment and hard work. And, the talent is a great thing, and he obviously has a lot of talent. But the amount of, hard work and commitment it requires from an individual to make it to this level of basketball in the world is enormous. And,
absolutely.
You've got to take your hats off to him and his family. And I'm really happy for them that, they've reached the next stage of their journey. And, he's been drafted to an NBA team.
Absolutely, and we all hope here that, he has, of course, the good wishes and that he performs with consistency and shows amazing, in fact, a display of talent there on the international arena. Thanks so much, Mr. Yannick, for joining us with that perspective. So, MD and CEO of National Basketball Association or the NBA India. Proud moment there, definitely for Indians.